Yeah. Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. Bullshit.
Get up. Get up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Get up. Oh my God.
Fuck this shit.
We are here, but Tony disappeared because the Discord just, I don't
You
know
don't see
what
me?
the hell happened. Hold on, let's get you on the screen. When I tell you we've been dealing with BS, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so sorry we starting late. It is 6:36 p.m. here, Texas time. We normally start at 6, but got home. Streamlabs decided that it just wasn't gonna work for me. So we got on OBS and we started to do the whatever the stream together thing is called on what is this app? Twitch.
Right.
Yeah, so we do the stream together on that and it just didn't work either. Like nothing was working. So now we're doing Discord. It's a little bit different here. J Cross, what's good?
Yeah.
On YouTube. I was trying to see where Tony can see the chat because we have the multi-chat thing on this OBS update, but if I share it with him, it's gonna kick him out. So if I share the chat with Tony, he ain't gonna be able to see it. Like, well, you're not gonna be able to see Tony. Let me say that. So
That's all good. I got him up, so I'll be able to read the chat. I got you.
Yeah, man. So, man, outside of everything, all the BS to start this show for the last 30 minutes, how's your day? How's your day going?
Been going all right. Yourself?
It's getting better, man. We still, trying to get over this Luca thing here.
Yeah.
I don't understand it better. I'm trying my best to find the positives about it. I just can't get it, bruh. I'm sorry. It's not making sense, especially considering that they were trying to, I guess, apparently get KD, and then they failed at getting KD. So,
I didn't know. I didn't hear about that.
They were pursuing. Nico was pursuing KD hard today. Pause. He was pursuing KD.
Who are they going to give
hard.
up for him?
That's the thing. It was like, bro, you're gonna derail the whole team.
Yeah.
To get KD, you're gonna be the Phoenix Suns from 2 years ago, and the Brooklyn Nets from a couple of years ago, where you got 3 stars and nothing else to follow it. So, I'm low key glad they didn't get it. Jay Cross about to get banned. Talking about this about the birds. Yeah, we gonna get on them little whack ass Eagles. They about to lose, by the way. You know, to the GOAT, the future GOAT.
Wow.
They about to lose,
Damn.
by the way, to the future GOAT. But let's get right into it, man. I almost said WNBA. The NBA trade deadline has been busy, man. To give you some of the major updates, everybody know Luka is in LA with LeBron. I just don't get it. Anthony Davis is here in Dallas, you know, so it is what it is there. Jimmy Butler is in Golden State. Andrew Wiggins is in Miami. Let me find some big names. My mind just went blank. Kevin Porter Jr. is in Milwaukee. Where did everybody go? All my trades disappeared. De'Aaron Fox is in Sacramento. I'm sorry, he's in San Antonio. Again, Jimmy Butler is in Golden State, and he signed an extension. Brandon Ingram got traded to the Raptors. I don't know why the Mavs didn't try to go after him. You know, instead of going after KD, you probably could have got him easier than going after KD, but whatever. And he's younger. Kyle Kuzma is in, where did he go?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's in Milwaukee because they were talking about big three. Chris Middleton is in Washington. They're probably going to buy him out, right? Like, I don't think Chris is going to finish the season in Washington.
You would think they would buy him out.
He said, "Can't be the GOAT if you never beat the GOAT, Brady." Okay, so I'm not even gonna go to that logic because it's a lot of things I could pull up on that, especially considering the timing that happened. But whatever you say, Jay Cross, I know y'all hate Pat Mahomes, so it is what it is. Pat Mahomes had an all-star team. WWE fan, eat a dick. Pat Mahomes had an all-star team to beat Brady. It ain't like he really. I'm sorry, Brady had an all-star team to beat Mahomes. It's not like he really had to do too much in that Super Bowl. That boy's running for his life. Let's see. Let me see. It's a lot. Nurkic went from Phoenix to Charlotte. Cody Martin once again is in Phoenix, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, Schroeder, however you say his name, this boy went everywhere. He's on tour right now. He said we down bad. I mean, we don't know for sure until we see them play. That's the bad thing that pissed me off. We traded 25-year-old, talk about his health and condition, and he's hurt and he's not in shape. And then we got a guy that's older than him that's hurt. And then we traded Quentin Grimes for Martin, who's also hurt right now. So we're not even gonna see none of these new players. They're playing the Celtics now, and they're on the bench. You know, they street clothes. They call Anthony Davis street clothes for a reason, and that's what it is. But your thoughts on the trade so far?
I mean, you can't really tell much with the Luka trade because obviously they haven't played yet.
Right.
It's definitely a shocker. I was still awake at night when I saw this trade happen, and I was shocked to see that a trade like this went through.
After the Royal Rumble, man.
Yeah. And it just, you think it's fake because there was no signs of this being an issue, like they were going to get rid of him. I guess I see some of their reasonings behind letting go Luka. But still, he's 25 years old. He's top 5. I mean, arguably a top 5 NBA player. He brought you to the NBA Finals last year. He was a scoring leader last year. If defense is the only issue, why not surround him with some more defensive players if that's the problem with him?
And that's what they did. That's stupid because they loaded him up with 3-and-D guys this year. They built this roster that we have now around Luka Doncic, and then Luka at the time before he got injured. And if you look at his average now, he's top 2 in steals. He's playing the best defense of his career this year, to the point where every time he had a good defensive game, he would call out Tim McMahon in the press conference, because Tim McMahon is also the one that's talking noise, and he's the one that put out the article about Luka being 270, which is a lie. So
Yeah, see, I mean, you would know more about the Dallas stuff than I would, because obviously you're a Mavs fan and I'm not. I just think it's kind of crazy, you know? I get some of the reasoning behind it. You want to bring in another guy that can help you defensively. Anthony Davis is no slouch. I mean, he's a great player when he's healthy,
when
he's able to play. So, and then you're teaming him up with Kyrie, and then you still got Klay Thompson there. So I could see that, you know, they're trying to win it all now and not rely on Luka to whatever get in shape or whatever have you. But I feel how you feel a little bit, because this kind of happened with Kawhi. Now, not saying that, you know, the Spurs obviously went through hell with Kawhi and then we ended up trading him. So, I mean, that sucked, obviously, because he was a great player, top 5 at the time as well. Still is, maybe, in some people's opinion. And we trade him for what we didn't think got, you know, fair in return. At least you got someone who is a legit top 10 player still in the NBA. But it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, you didn't see this coming. Like, there was no rumblings of, you know, Luka being traded, or they're unhappy with Luka, this, that, and the other. It just kind of blindsided you. And
Nico was power hungry and decided to make a move on his own.
Yeah, and you could tell that Luka wasn't the one who wanted this to happen, seeing that he just recently bought a home in Dallas, and he was emotional when he got traded, and you could tell he just was in shock when he landed in LA and he's getting off that plane. Like, if he wanted to be there, like wanted out of Dallas, you would have saw a different type of Luka, I think, coming off that plane. He's still it's like when you break up with that long-term girlfriend, you know what I mean? It's like, it takes a little time to get over her.
Right.
And I feel like that's how Luka was. I don't think we're going to see like this crazy, hyped up, emotional Luka like we did in Dallas until, you know, a couple of months from now. And
a couple of weeks, because they play Dallas soon.
Oh, that's going to be fun. And I understand, you know, the Lakers. I mean, if you're the LA Lakers, I think you obviously love this deal, because LeBron is at the near end of his career, and now you got someone who can take over once LeBron leaves, and which will be sooner than later.
Yep. And
then they'll obviously sign him to a long-term deal, more than likely, unless Luka doesn't want to stay in LA, which I don't see that happening. But the Mavs, man, they fucked him over. Excuse my language, but they did screw over Luka. Now he can't get the max.
He lost $116 million from that trade.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't blame him for being upset. Like, I would be pretty upset as well with Dallas. And it's going to be interesting when they finally play them, for sure.
Yeah, I believe they play the Lakers on the 26th of this month.
Is it in Dallas? Oh, okay.
It's in LA. Okay. But yeah, Mavs got their first home game. They playing Boston right now. I think they just tipped off. Mavs got their first home game this Saturday, and I don't expect a great reaction at all. Like they're the fans down here are in another world right now. Like I saw the protesting and stuff like that outside the arena. Yeah, they got a billboard up now near downtown with Luka's face on it and a big WTF on it. Rob, what's good? WWE fan, we gonna get into that in a minute. So they're spending money. It was so many cuss words on Dirk's statue, which is disrespectful to Dirk, by the way. But you know,
they're offering refunds. I saw now to season ticket holders.
$2,000 a person.
Yeah, so I mean, at least Dallas is trying, I guess. But man, like
business wise, they losing so much money, bro.
I mean, a lot of the NBA analysts think that Dallas won the trade, and it's like a kind of a win now situation. Have like a little bit of a 3-year window. with Dallas, since both Kyrie and
How?
AD are in their mid-30s. And the thing is, I'm a Spurs fan, so I like this deal because we got y'all's 2030 pick. So probably about 2030, it will be time for the rebuild in Dallas. And I'm loving it over here as a Spurs fan, of course.
How is it a win now deal when you was just in the finals with
Yeah.
the guy?
I mean, that's what I've been hearing from a lot of
That's
these.
what they're saying, but it's stupid because the thing is, the problem with the Mavericks is the same problem right now. They're injured. The whole team is hurt, and they've been hurt the whole season. Like this
Right.
team, and then again, I watch every game. So even the games they lost, you can clearly see, okay, they're the better team. These players just got tired because they playing 40 plus minutes a night because we're shorthanded right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only issue with the team. They're hurt. Like, I just, it's just, I don't, bro. And then now you traded for two more injured players. One who had a good game, Max Christie. Shout out to him. But, two out of the three players you traded for are still on the bench. Luka's about to come back next week. So, but Lakers add, who did they add? They added the center they added Mark Williams from Charlotte. So now they have somewhat Derek Lively type young big man that Luka could throw, pick and rolls and throw the lob to like he was doing Derek Lively here in Dallas. They traded Kenneth, who the Mavericks should have added in the trade, by the way. I don't know why you didn't throw Kenneth in the trade. Stupid ass. You could have traded for Kenneth, and they added Cam Reddish. So Cam Reddish and Dalton Kenneth is in Charlotte.
Yeah,
so,
I don't get the Kenneth trade. I mean, I know they needed another big man, but Kenneth to me was, he was playing pretty damn good.
He should have
First
been
round
part
pick.
of the Dallas trade.
Yeah, I saw he was originally involved in the trade.
Nico got fleeced.
Yeah, he did a little bit. Yeah.
Like, there's no other good way to say it. Nico got fleeced. Thoughts on your Spurs?
Oh, I love the trade with the Spurs. Seemingly, we didn't give up anything. We did give up Zach Wilson. Zach
Wilson,
the
quarterback for the Jets, baby. Let's go.
Zach Collins, excuse me, and Trey Jones. We did lose them too. I love Trey Jones. Sucks to see him leave. So I hope he does well in Chicago. But I mean, we didn't give up anything. We did give up the Chicago's first round pick back, which was protected, so they were going to get it anyways. And we gave up Charlotte's first round pick, which is protected, so we weren't going to get that one anyways either. So seemingly we gave the Sacramento Kings 2 second round picks. So
right.
I mean, we didn't give up anything really. Honestly, we still kept the core players. We kept Vassell. We kept Keldon Johnson. We kept Stephen Castle. So we kept all the core players that we needed to keep. Sohan as well. So, I loved the deal. I thought, we needed someone to show Wemby that we're serious about winning here. They kind of showed it a little bit by adding Chris Paul. And think what you want about Harrison Barnes, but he's a champion. And he has a pedigree behind him as well. So I like the deal because it shows that, hey, Wemby, we're here. We're trying to win. We're trying to get a title. We're trying to be a serious contender.
Right.
Obviously, this year, we'll be lucky to make the playoffs. But, I think this is more of a deal for next year. We will have cap space to go after another free agent. We'll be able to have, hopefully, possibly a top 5 pick if Atlanta keeps doing what they're doing. And seemingly who they traded today looks like they're tanking, which is crazy since they don't have a first round pick. So, I like the deal. De'Aaron opens up the floor a little bit more as well. Looks like from at least last night, I don't know if they're going to continue this, but from at least last night, they had him playing shooting guard, having still Paul running the point guard, which should probably stay the same.
Yep.
He didn't look like he was out of place. He scored 24. I think he had 10 plus assists. So it adds another weapon to the Spurs lineup. So I like the deal. I never thought I would ever see the day a player like of a De'Aaron Fox wanting to come to San Antonio. You know, it was never like, you know, they want to come here. They just kind of we always got the veterans, or we just hit on the draft, which seemingly we do a lot. We hit in the draft, but it's crazy that we're getting star players actually wanting to come. And we got to thank Wemby for that. It's all on Wemby. But Spurs fans, to me, need to shut up because, and I'll end it at this because I know we have to talk more stuff, but Brian Wright, the GM of the Spurs, has been getting a lot of heat with Spurs fans because of the lack of moves that he has made. They weren't a fan of us trading Dillingham to the T-Wolves, seemingly just to get another first-round pick, which we have Minnesota's first-round pick in a couple of years.
Right.
So they were not happy with him and the moves that he was making. But if you look at his pedigree and his resume, he has hit on the draft the last couple of years with Vassell, Sohan, Castle.
Right.
Obviously Wemby.
Because he has to. I mean, just like
so,
the Thunder.
I mean, right. So, like, San Antonio is not a free agent destination like Dallas and Miami and Golden State and so on.
I mean, really,
we have to build through the draft. And that's what the Spurs have been doing. They've built through the draft and they've made star players on who they have drafted. Like Stephen Castle, I mean, he may win Rookie of the Year.
And see, Dallas has never really been a free agent destination until Luka got here, and then you got rid of him. Like, bruh, it's so much wrong. Like, man, they better win. And so, but my logic with Nico, I understand what he said, but that's complete BS. Everything that he said. I think what happened is the Mavs know the only threat to the Mavs, the way they think and the way most fans down here think, is the OKC Thunder. Mm-hmm. Right? So you already shown that you can beat the Thunder last year with this team, and then this year multiple times without Luka. So I think Nico saw that and was like, oh shoot, this is the danger right here. You know, and then on the East, you got the Celtics. Those are the only two teams the Mavericks were worried about coming into this season. The Thunder and the Celtics. You already showed you can handle the Thunder even without Luka in 3 games. 3 out of 4 games, they beat them 3 times without Luka, I believe. Yeah, so you're like, shoot, we don't need him. That's how he kind of looked at it. Let me go get the boy that I like, that I personally like. Let me go get Anthony Davis to the point where I'm not even gonna shop Luka around. I'm just gonna call my homie. We're gonna have coffee or whatever, and then I'm gonna say, "Hey, what you think about getting Luka?" And then he even thought you was spamming him, like, "Oh, this a joke?" He's like, "No, would you take Luka for Anthony Davis?" Hell yeah, I'm gonna take Luka for Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
yeah. What? Like, but that's how it happened, bro. Overlooking the Cavs. I don't even remember what did the Cavs do today?
They got DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks. I mean, the Cavs do. I think Cavs are a serious team.
Cavs are not beating the Celtics.
But again, I don't want to say that the Cavs should be like kind of just moved to the side. But they got to prove something to me first. Like they're playing lights out. Like no doubt about it. But let's see how they look in the playoffs, and then let's kind of see what's going on. Again, you can beat them all you want in the regular season, but let's see what y'all do in the playoffs when it comes down to crunch time.
WWE fan, don't nobody come in a regular season win. Beat them in the playoffs. You're not beating them in the playoffs. We already beat them. Yeah, so
7-game series is where it all counts, man.
You beat them last year in the regular season. What that mean? Absolutely nothing. Greg, I sure hope you don't believe that. Anything else on the NBA before we get to the NFL Super Bowl prediction?
No, just holy shit. That's it. I knew.
Oh, what's your thoughts on Golden State? How you feel about Jimmy Butler and that fit there?
I don't know how that's gonna work out, man. Jimmy Butler and Draymond together. That's gonna be interesting.
I saw a clip that was hilarious. Somebody posted 2 dudes fighting like they're in jail. It's like this is Jimmy Butler and Draymond. The first 30 seconds in practice, they just punching each other.
I don't. It's funny because like I caught. I don't really listen to him, but I was on my way home from work and Cowherd was talking about how the Lakers and the Warriors won the deal, and the Warriors get Jimmy Butler, and they kept Kuminga, and they kept Draymond, and I'm thinking, what? Like, other than Draymond's scrappiness, and I get it, he'll play dirty and he'll go do the dirty things that other players don't like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this man does not provide y'all anything. Y'all could have lost. They could have lost Draymond, and they would be the same damn team.
Yeah.
So other than maybe a little bit of a scrappier player, like Draymond likes to get in your head, and he's good at it. So I don't understand. And I don't. This to me does not make them a contender. This does not make them a top 3 or 5 seed in the NBA. They're still gonna struggle, and they're trying to satisfy Curry. Look at the Mavericks are leading. Look at that. They're trying to satisfy Curry because it's near the end of his run, and they're trying to do something. Because look, if I was Golden State, if you want my honest opinion before we move on to the NFL, I would have already blown up this team.
Oh yeah,
I would have already tried to start over. I would have traded Curry, because imagine what you could have gotten for Curry. You could have gotten a lot of draft picks and some young players in return for Curry. Get rid of Draymond. You'll probably get second round picks for him. Who knows what you'll get for him? But just start over, man. Like I feel like they should have just ran through this year and then try to trade Curry in the offseason.
Well, I mean, Jimmy Butler's on a 2-year deal, so Steph and Jimmy gonna be there at least another 2 years. So everybody else it's up for everybody else. We'll see, depending on how they play and finish the season. But that's the NBA talk. It's gonna take me a while to get over that one, bro. Like,
trust me. Like, I just hope. Well, it doesn't seem that way. When Luka does finally come back to Dallas, they give him the warmest welcome ever.
Oh, that's happening.
So I hope they just shove it in. This was his name, Nico. He said,
Nico Harrison. Yeah.
Like when Kawhi left the Spurs, I've never felt so betrayed as a freaking fan, because I felt like the Spurs did everything they could. Like, we don't know all the details and behind the scenes stuff, but I felt so betrayed when Kawhi Leonard left the Spurs, because I felt like we had something with that. If he would not have rolled his ankle in that Golden State series, I think we would have been in the championship again. But yeah, it's gonna take a while, man. It's gonna take a while. Especially since Luka was a fan favorite, everyone loved him, and nobody wanted to see him leave. Like, this was not a fan getting him out of there. It wasn't like him causing drama and wanting to get out of there. It was the GM wanting him to get out of there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna take some time. Definitely.
This man, like Dallas, again, the Mavericks fans, as you know, because it's similar to San Antonio, we're not used to getting stars of that caliber actually wanting to stay here once they get here. Like, outside of Dirk, because Dirk was the only guy that would do it back in the day. And then we went from Dirk, we lucked out and went straight from Dirk to Luka. And we like, oh shoot, we might have hit. Then when Luka's first contract came up, the Lakers are gonna pursue Luka. Luka wants to go to a bigger market. Luka was like, no, I'm good here. And he re-signed. And then when it was time to do another extension, Luka's most likely gonna be gone because he wants to go to a bigger market like Miami or LA, New York. Luka was like, no. So
he found Dallas to be his home. Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, you're right, because Dallas and San Antonio are similar. Like, we went from obviously Tim Duncan, one of the greatest of all time, who carried us to many championships, and we went to Wemby. So it's like,
and now
franchises get very lucky.
How old is Wemby right now?
I know he's in his young 20s. I'm not sure how old he actually is.
So imagine Wemby finished out his first contract and he gets y'all to the finals. And then your GM just say, you know what? I don't want him. Let's
Yeah.
trade him for
Dude. Oh my
who's
gosh.
going to be Anthony Davis around that time. Let me see. What, another 3-4 years? We're talking about. I can't even think of a player. Maybe Brandon Ingram. Maybe somebody like
Anybody,
that. Yeah, maybe
It's
Giannis.
No, yeah, an aging Giannis.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
like-
makes yeah.
And you just trade Wemby at 25 after getting y'all to the final. Like, bro, what? Like, oh, and then talking about we want to win now. What? Anthony Davis hasn't been to the finals since the pandemic, and he's playing with LeBron. What are you talking about? But yeah. Dude, we never had a player like Kyrie want to come to Dallas and stay. We never had a player like Klay Thompson say, you know what? I'm leaving Steph Curry to come play with Luka.
Yeah.
And then we traded. Whatever, bro. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, and yeah.
At 25. At 25, this man, they be calling him fat. Oh, he fat and out of shape. He averaged 28, 8, and 8 right now. So if he's fat and out of shape, giving you 28, 8, and 8, I don't even want to see him when he does mature and say, I'm going to get in shape. In which I saw him in his Laker uniform and at practice, he looks the same size as LeBron to me. So he's 270. What is LeBron? 280?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody talking about LeBron. They talk about Luka like he's Zion, though.
Yeah.
Showtime,
Again,
I
they're
posted. I'm sorry. Showtime, I posted what Kyrie said on my YouTube shorts.
They're just gonna try to throw out every excuse in the book for the reasoning behind why they traded him.
And you know who they used to do it? Tim McMahon, the same guy that Mark Cuban once banned from the American Airlines Center for his stupid stories because he was lying on Dirk and lying on Luka. And Luka gets into it with him all the time. Jason Kidd gets into it with him all the time. Like, they banned him from the arena.
Yeah.
So, like,
Again, it's that Dallas media, man.
it's just, golly, bro. I ain't gonna get over that one for a while. And then it's like, yeah, what if he don't re-sign in LA? Luka probably gonna look at that like, bro, I'm not going back to Dallas unless Nico
Nah, he
is
ain't gonna
gone.
go back to Dallas. Nah,
Yeah, like Mark Cuban is not there no more. And this is why I had an issue when the moment we found out Mark Cuban had sold to the owners. I didn't like it at all then. Cause I was like, bro, Mark, this is not the, you know what I'm saying? They might not have the same vision as Mark. And something might happen. And I didn't think nothing like this would happen, but still,
Right,
I
yeah.
was like, overall, Mark Cuban is very likable, with the players. Kyrie actually said, oh, we thought we was gonna bump heads, but I love Mark Cuban. So when he sold the team, I wasn't happy at all. And I knew something was gonna happen, but I didn't think it was gonna be something stupid like this. But it is what it is, man. Let's play this intro. We'll get into the Super Bowl predictions. Y'all already know who I'm rolling with, so I don't even know why. I don't know, it's pretty pointless on my end, but let's get into this intro, y'all.
Let's do it.
Dang, I just realized something. I'm gonna have to change that intro because it's a part of the intro where Luke is in the Dallas uniform against Utah in the playoffs, shooting a shot in the playoffs. Jesus, man. I ain't even changed my Mavericks one yet. Like, it's still the same. It still has Kyrie and Luka on it. Rob said, I just turned 23 yesterday. $23 on me. 23 bullshits on me. Because that's all you getting from me. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I hope you had a great one, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. Just close in on the house. I am broke right now. So
I hear you.
I am out of there because that definitely hit the pockets. But we got it done nonetheless. We talking about NFL Super Bowl predictions, Eagles versus Chiefs. They removed because I done seen two people mention this in the comments. I ain't even want to bring it up, but they removed the end racism NFL from the end zones. They used to, it's been there since what, 2020, I don't know, but it's been there for a couple of years. End racism. They apparently removing it because Trump is going to be in attendance, which, if that's true, that says a lot about your damn president. But they're trying to replace it with what, we all win or love everybody, some shit like that. I didn't get mad at it. I just kind of laughed because I was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? End racism wasn't going to be in the end zones forever anyway.
Correct.
But the fact that they're claiming that they're removing it because of Trump, it's like that doesn't shock me. Look, what we day 17? What were we, 17, 18 in the presidency, and we're seeing all these changes and all the people that's, you know, did support Trump, like a lot of them, not all of them, because there are some with common sense and they just like what Trump predict politic wise. But for the majority of the ones, the ones that are loud and the ones that you see all the time, the races and all that, yeah, I look at the following and I'm like, whatever. I'm not shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's why they ended it, that just confirms things that I feel about that guy and things that I feel about the NFL. You know, when it comes to shit like that, we saw how they did Kaepernick because Kaepernick took a damn knee. So, yeah. And then you got one guy taking the knee and he's gone. He gets blacklisted from the league altogether. You have another guy right now doing the Nazi salute, and he's probably going to be at the Super Bowl Sunday. So, like, yeah, you know, I don't like getting into stuff like that because, like, I'll probably get banned if I really speak my mind on some of the dumb shit I see out here when it comes to politics and either side. Like, both sides it's dumb shit. It's worse in the wrestling community. It's just dumb. And my page, my platform ain't about politics, so I try to stay away from that BS anyway, because yeah, like, I don't if you voted for that man, that's fine. Like, if you saw actual political reason and you voted for political reasons and not voting because of hate, I'm fine with that. Like, that's your beliefs. But it's a lot of people that voted for him strictly out of hate of others. And that's the part where I'm like, oh, y'all can eat a dick. So that's where I stand on that. End racism wasn't going to be in the end zone forever. It just is what it is. They decided to move it because, you know, orange dickhead is going to be there. So, but you got any thoughts on that?
I mean, look, I have really no room to talk or comment on it. You know, again, if it's because he's going to be there, then it's pretty shitty. Again, we don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's not true. I hope it was just because it was time to, you know, they wanted to put something else there.
You know, maybe it is time for them to change it. My only take is, like, to me, racism, I mean, to not be, you know, to end racism is a more of a common sense type of deal.
Right.
I mean, obviously you don't get born into wherever you're from hating certain races. I mean, you're taught that. You're grown up to hurt, you know, to not like people. So, I mean, you can have in racism in the end zone. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna stop
mean
racism.
Nothing
So,
at all.
Yeah. So, I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, they could put love everybody in there or this, that, and the other. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work or not.
Right.
It's more of you as a person who is going to make that change. If you hate a certain race, I mean, it's on you to change your opinion on that. And it's not going to change because the NFL puts something in the end zone or football players put something on the back of their helmet or whatever have you. It's going to end because you want to change.
Right.
So, I would hope that they're not changing it because of someone being there. I think that's a bit silly and foolish.
Right.
So I'm hoping that's not true, which I think is I would kind of find that hard to believe. I know both sides are crazy lunatics when it comes to politics, and and their reasoning and feelings about certain races and certain people and this, that, and the other. But I would hope that they wouldn't change it just because of one person being there. And I think that would be a bit silly. And I don't think that I would hope that Trump wouldn't want them to change it just because he's going to be there. I think that'd be silly as well. So I'm going to go with an open mind and just say NFL is deciding to change it and that they're going to go with something different. But at the end of the day, they can put love everyone, love your children, do that and the other. Doesn't mean it's going to work. I mean, how many times have we seen commercials of go out and vote and people don't vote? So,
Right.
I mean,
And then get
at
mad.
the end of the day, it's a you decision, not someone telling you to change. I mean, we're all adults here at this point. So if you're a racist when you're 40 years old, and you're gonna be probably a racist to the end of your lifetime. So I just feel like it sucks. I don't see why racism is a thing. But
In
at the end of the day,
2025, yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a culture thing. You're taught it. You just don't, become a racist once you're born. So it sucks.
So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna just look at it as it was time to, it was time for them. They just decided after a couple of years, all right, let's put something else and we'll start with the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
not like
they-
they putting a hate message to replace it. They're putting, another
Right.
love.
Yeah. I mean, true. And
I just don't put
we'll see.
nothing past anything anymore because it seemed like the people in power are on some type of rampage just to prove a point, whether good or bad. They just want to change everything, and they got all the power right now to do whatever they want to do, good or bad. So I don't put nothing past nobody, but I'm not going to sit there and assume.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're gonna think things, and again, you're not. It's not like you're not allowed to think certain things that it's conspiracy theorists all over the city, all over the world. So I mean,
the cheats.
I mean, you're not gonna condemn them for having their certain thoughts and opinions, and
Right.
you're more than welcome to have your certain thoughts and opinions. It doesn't change you as a person.
Right. Mr. Laidback said Eagles 37, the Chiefs, not Chiefs, the Chiefs 20. So I can tell you now that ain't happening. But let's get into this actual Super Bowl. I think the last time we talked about it, Eagles were favored, right?
Last time I think they were like a 2.5 point favorite.
All right, let me see if that.
But I think it's now a pick 'em.
No, it's Kansas City by 1. Kansas City 1 point favorite. And then they have a 48.5 over total.
Damn.
So I will probably take the over. I'm gonna take the over on that. If you're a betting person, 48.5. That's what 24 each.
Yeah,
Somebody
I mean
get 27.
they're expecting a high scoring game, I guess. Definitely possible. Like, I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm not an Eagles fan. I dislike both teams. I just don't want to see the Chiefs three-peat. I think that'll be so bad to see. Obviously, we've never seen a three-peat happen before. And I just going with the lesser of the two evils here. And I'm going to go with Philly winning.
That's the Chiefs, then.
No, it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
that's the Chiefs.
It's the Eagles, bro. I mean, I don't like anybody on that damn Chiefs team. I don't like anyone. I feel like, even though it's not proven but I honestly feel that Mahomes gets some certain calls going his way that have turned things around in games, and I just it irks me. It bothers me. And I just want a good game. I don't want no controversy. I don't want no BS. I don't want nothing like that. I just want a good game where it comes down to whoever has the ball last trying to go down there and score. Kind of like last year's game, I guess.
Or the last Chiefs-Eagles game. And then people still...
Well, I mean, they ended on a controversial call. It did. It ended on a pass interference that was called. So, not saying that it was or wasn't, but it's the truth. A pass interference penalty was called. So, I just want a good game, man. I don't care who. At the end of the day, I do care who wins, I guess. But I just want a good game. I don't want to blow out. I don't want to be bored watching the game. I just want a good game. But I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles by. I'm gonna go Eagles by a touchdown. I'm gonna go 27-20.
Sandwich man talking about speaking of the Eagles, how about the young brother Brian Dawkins? What?
What?
Get out of here, man.
You're living in the wrong era, my friend.
Right, because he definitely ain't never made it to the Super Bowl. Look, this is how I feel. Personally, I want the Chiefs to win. If it's close, the Chiefs will win by 3. If it's within 3 to 4 points, I got the Chiefs winning. But something is telling me, it's been telling my gut feeling that after the last Super Bowl, the way that went down between the Eagles and the Chiefs, I think Philly gonna come out with some. They gonna come out hitting hard. They gonna have something to prove. Specifically Jalen Hurts. Even though Jalen Hurts balled out last game, nobody ever talks about how great he actually played in that last Super Bowl. They only talk about the fumble that pretty much cost him the game. So I think Jalen Hurts is gonna come out making sure he shuts some people up. Saquon is going to be Saquon. Now, it's not going to be easy because the Chiefs defense is not a slouch.
No, not at all.
So that run defense is not a slouch. They're going to have to throw the ball more than they want to, in my opinion, because the Chiefs run defense is better than their secondary defense. They can stop the run. It's the passing you can take advantage of them on. So, that's another reason why I think if it's close, I'm gonna take the Chiefs, because Chiefs can pass and run whenever they want. So the Eagles, I think the Eagles run game, I don't think Saquon is gonna go off like he's been going off against these other teams against Kansas City. They're gonna have to pass the ball more and use him more out of the backfield with swing passes and things versus just straight up running the ball with him. In my opinion, that's how I feel.
I mean, the Chiefs defense has played very well. They made the key stops against Buffalo that got them into the Super Bowl. So, the Eagles are going to have to do something to definitely try to get them flustered, get them off their game. I think Barkley is a guy that could definitely do that. I think he's a guy that can change a game in a heartbeat. Obviously, he's playing a little bit of a better defense than he played against the Commanders. But I don't doubt Barkley, man. I feel like he's on a mission, just like the Eagles are. They want to beat this team. They want to dethrone the champs. They want to stop this three-peat from happening. And if I'm the Eagles, I'm feeling a little bit disrespected coming into the game. All the talk's been about the Chiefs. All the talk's about Mahomes and how he could become the greatest quarterback ever and we can get the first ever three-peat. Nobody's really talking about how good this Eagles team is and how great of a season Barkley had and this, that, and the other. It's more about what the Chiefs can do and the legacy that they can have after this Sunday night's game. So I think the chip is definitely on the Eagles' shoulder. I would watch out for Goddard. I think Goddard's going to be a sneaky player in this game. They're going to have to get someone involved because obviously they're going to try to clamp A.J. Brown and have him try to beat him with someone else. So I would look at someone like a Goddard who can definitely do something. And if I'm the Eagles, you got to watch out for Kelsey. Zach Ertz had himself a game against the Eagles 2 weeks ago. So
11 catches, 104 yards.
Yeah, so, I mean, Kelsey has not had a great season. But when it comes to the playoffs, I mean, he shows up. And he saw that last game against Buffalo. And obviously, he's going to have to be a key component against the Eagles on Sunday. So, if I'm this guy be trolling.
He got to be. I'm just sitting there looking like, what?
But, yeah, I mean, if you're the Eagles, you got to watch out for Kelsey, and you got to try to stop that run game with Pacheco and Kareem. So
Listen,
I feel like Mahomes is gonna throw a pick, and I feel like the Eagles are gonna capitalize and win this game. I think they'll win. 7-point game.
I got 34 to 30
Ooh, okay.
Chiefs. But I'm telling you, again, like I feel like they're gonna load the box up and say, you know what, if y'all beat us, it can't beat Saquon.
Yeah, I
Like
can see
Jalen,
that.
you're
Yeah.
gonna have to throw the ball more than you want, than you normally do and that you're comfortable with. So
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. That's why I'm like, I feel like Goddard is going to play a huge factor in this game. So we picked our team. So who do you got MVP? Who do you think wins the MVP?
oh, Pat, all day.
Think Pat wins the MVP? I'm
Yeah.
going to go. I kind of want to go Jalen, but I'm going to go.
I can see Jalen.
with.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with Barkley because I think he gets a couple touchdowns in the red zone.
Only way I see Barkley getting MVP is if the Eagles decide to use him, like I said, outside of the backfield without just strictly running him. Like use him on swing passes, use him on screens, things like that. That's how you're gonna have to keep him involved. Because I really feel like they're gonna take away the run game.
They're gonna try, absolutely.
Like and they have the front seven that could do it. So that's why I'm saying like this is not Washington here. And even though Washington had a good front seven, it's the Chiefs, the way they've been playing the last 3 years on the defensive end, it's a different, man. So I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
and I'm actually glad because this to me it's a toss up. Just like last year, it was kind of a toss up. It's a toss up on who wins this game. So I'm glad that we're not like, oh, it's gonna be the Chiefs all the way. Like
Right.
they're gonna blow them out. I think it's gonna be a good game, and obviously the Eagles are gonna have to play. They're gonna have to be on their A game, and not have no mistakes. They're gonna have to play very smart, and obviously the Chiefs will be the Chiefs. We'll see what happens. And I forgot who I was listening to talk about this, but they feel like the opportunity to pass up the Chiefs was this year and last year, and that this possibly can keep going with the Chiefs. Like,
Yeah, they
not
might
like they're
get
all-
Tyreek
they-
back.
they're not automatically gonna fall back to the Never Land.
Nope.
After the season, they're just gonna more than likely get better. So, 4 Pete, 5 Pete, 6 Pete. I mean, my goodness, that's
It stops at. I think it stops at 3. It depends what they do in the off season. Like I think they're gonna hit 3. They're gonna hit a little, random, like Joe Burrow might get one again. He might be able to sneak past him.
it's
like he
that
did
window's
that one
closing
time.
for guys like Lamar and Burrow.
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
Josh.
Oh,
yeah.
Key question though is, what do you want to do? You want to do a watch Sunday?
If I'm home, I'll do it. Like that's the thing. So if I'm home, which I know sometime Sunday morning for sure, if I'm gonna be home or not.
Yeah, just let me know because I feel like I'm gonna do
Sandwich man, I'm about to put you in timeout.
30 yards away from all-time rushing yards in one season. That was intentional. They doubled Scary Terry. Oh, you're talking about the tight end. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Barkley's MVP book.
It's his
Okay.
birthday, yeah. And
It's birthday. That's right. Isn't
Yeah.
there someone else on the Eagles' birthday as well? I think it's like one of the rookies. I think it's his birthday as well. They have the same birthday as Barkley. So
he's gonna have a good birthday because he's at the Super Bowl, but it's gonna turn into a bad birthday because he ain't winning the
I feel
damn
like,
Super Bowl.
I got the Eagles by 7. But yeah, I will be doing a watch along. If you're not live, I'll be doing one on my page.
Okay.
Because I'm not going anywhere for the Super Bowl. I'll be chilling at home. So no better place to watch it in front of whoever wants to come and hang out. So
Shit.
if I'm not here with Dope, then I'll be over on the Get the Tables. I feel like if we're gonna do the watch along, I'll just go live with you. We'll do the little what is it called?
Discord call.
Discord call, or if you want to do the Twitch shit, whatever you want to. I don't know what it's called. We
If
can
it
do that.
works, it didn't work.
If
today.
it works,
yeah.
so yeah, I'll only go live if by myself. So I feel like we could just hang out and
Oh yeah,
shoot
nah,
the shit
go.
and watch the game and check out the halftime show and the commercials and all that good shit. So just keep me informed. Let me know what you want to do.
Yeah, I know for sure. Late Saturday nights, early Sunday morning for sure.
Sounds good to me.
Cause like I said, me and the wife, we got a lot to do this weekend. Just closed in on the home, so I know she's wanting to move this weekend. So,
Congratulations on that. Just keep
appreciate
me.
it, man.
Oh, bring it on, Mr. Jeff. Always welcome.
Man, look, you know what? Even if I'm not home, I'm gonna go live from my phone and join you via Discord. Just talk shit to Jeff, man. Just talk shit to Jay Cross, man. Breaking news while we're live. Free agent forward Torrey Craig has agreed to a deal with the Boston Celtics, who are now playing the Mavericks. So, Torrey Craig averaged 7 points, 3 rebounds a game. He only played 9 games this season with the Bulls. So, any Celtics fans, if you like Torrey Craig, there you go. He's with the Celtics now. So yeah, now that we did the trades, it's time to look out for the buyout market for the people that's, they didn't get traded, but they're getting brought out and going somewhere else. So we'll see. I'm trying to make sure we can get next week. If we're live next week, we'll do the draft show that we talked about 2 weeks ago. We'll do that next week.
Sounds good.
Especially
Sounds
if everything is working how it should be.
Yeah, just keep me informed. Just let me know.
Yeah,
and,
so
I'm always free Thursday evenings. So for the most part, so
there it is.
just let me know, and don't cry more tears tonight when they announce Josh Allen the MVP winner tonight. So.
Man, get out of here! I already told you if they do announce it, it's only going to be because Lamar just won last year and he already has 2, and they just feel bad for Josh. He just can't beat Mahomes, so let's at least give him this.
Just letting you know. Just be ready.
I already know what it is. They hold Dak last year for Lamar. Now they about to hold Lamar for Josh. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing. It's no sports hurt like losing Luka Doncic. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right.
Bro, I was
that would
up
just be a little bit of a cherry on top,
Bro, I thought the Cowboys would piss me off to the point of just no return. No, I've never been that mad, dude. I was up at 3 a.m. Just like I couldn't sleep because I was like trying to figure out like, yo, what the F? I just kept saying to myself, what the F are they doing, bro? So
yeah.
Like
I knew you were mad because I had to work the next. Yeah, I had to work the next night. So I was like, I saw it on Twitter originally. I was like, oh, Shams got hacked, bro. And then like more people started commenting about it and stuff. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then like around midnight, I saw you went live. I was like, oh, this man pissed. I don't.
Bro, fresh out the shower. I got my phone because my phone was blowing up. So I'm like, what the hell going on? So at first I'm getting nervous. I'm like, man, something happened to somebody. And I see it. I'm like, man, hell nah, this man got hacked. Ain't no way Luka Doncic got traded. Sorry, I'm not believing. I don't care who y'all say it's for. And then ESPN posted a graphic. I was like, holy shit. And then ESPN app sent me the notification. I was like, are you serious? Oh, I got mad, dude. I was like, man, put on the shirt real quick. Let me go.
Yeah,
start.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
I was mad. I didn't turn my lights on, dude. Like, I just came in here and hit record. Or hit live. I didn't turn my lights on or nothing. Like, I'm sitting in the dark. I had like
I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 LED. I got like 6 LED lights in here. It was only like 2 of them that normally just stay on anyway. Yeah, I was sitting there in the dark just cussing folks out that was saying stupid shit in the comment section, bro. Like, yeah. I ain't never been that mad, bro. Never been that mad. So, and it's, like I said, that one's gonna take a while because that just don't make sense. And then when Nico came out Sunday during the press conference, he basically told us that, oh, y'all think I was trying to be here for 10 to 15 years? Oh, no, bro. I'm going to give y'all about 3-5 more years and I'm most likely out. Win or lose. That's pretty much what Nico told us. That's why this move happened. Another reason why this move happened, because Nico don't plan on being here past another 3 to 5 years. So you go fuck up our future. And so by the time 2029, 2030 get here, we're going to be rebuilding in the draft trying to find the next Luka Doncic when you already had goddamn Luka Doncic right there. But whatever. I'm done. Eagles are going to lose. 30, what I say? 34
30,
30.
34. Yeah.
Is that possible? Let me add that up. 28, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, for
Had to
sure.
make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, wait a minute. You know, we counting in 3s and 7s and 6s and all.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, so, yeah. And then, yeah, we'll see, man. We ain't going to find out what the Mavericks are for another 2 weeks because they still injured. Everybody you traded for is on the bench. Luka will be back next week. He was supposed to come back. Actually, Luka will be back Saturday because they moved that game to ESPN. So that you're happy, NBA. You got your ratings back now because now you got Luka and LeBron. We don't think that we're not looking at you funny, NBA, and saying that it's y'all got something to do with it too. Because don't nothing like that just go under the radar with nobody. Utah Jazz was the third team in the trade. They didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah, I saw that.
What? Your head coach didn't know what was happening. Like, nobody knew what was happening. So, yeah, that's some shady stuff right there, bro. I ain't with it. I'm not with it. I'm sorry. To the point, that trade was so wild, everybody thought this man was hacked. The whole world thought this man was hacked. And then I got stupid, delusional, I guess, Luka haters. These are the same people that hate Dak, that call themselves Dallas fans. It's like the same 3 idiots that argue with me on Facebook all the time. They argue about Dak and they argue about Luka. If you want to argue about Dak, I'm gonna fight you to it, but you can actually have some legit arguments about Dak, right? But Luka, I wasn't trying to hear that. Oh, yeah, this makes sense for the Mavericks, man. Luka's out of shape and all that. Tim McMahon said he's out of shape. First of all, you don't know Tim McMahon like I know Tim McMahon. I've been in the press conference in the media room with him. I know how he is. I know he got banned. I was at the game that he got banned for. So, like, bro, and then when I'm not at the games, when I don't get approved for credentials for certain games, I'm still texting with Mavericks insiders that are there because I done got cool with them. So, like, on a daily basis, we're texting. Like, we're talking about the Mavs. And again, I watch every game. In the last 3 years, I missed like 9 games total. So you can't tell me nothing about this team. And then talking about Luka don't play defense. You clearly ain't watched this year because he's playing his best defense this whole season of his career. This season, he was playing his best defense. He came in preseason and said that he was going to work on his defense, and he was trying to get better on the defensive end, including the one-on-one defense, because they attacked him last year in the finals. And he got better on the defensive end to the point where he was number 2 in steals. And he still, when he comes back, he's going to be number 2 in steals because they're going to put him right back at 2.2 steals a game. Like, I could go down, I can make a highlight reel of Luka's defense this year. Something I couldn't do last year. Last year, I got a video of me complaining about him complaining with the refs and not getting back on defense. This year, I couldn't say that. So,
yeah,
like, I call Luka out when he needs to be called out. People act like I don't call Dak and Luka out. I don't understand that. Like, I call them out just as much as I praise them if they need to be called out. But hey, they just say, "Oh, you Homer, you love Luka, you love Dak, you don't love nobody else, you don't do." All right, bro, you already know what I gotta say to that.
Shut up, bitch.
And then be yelling out stuff. I hit them with stats and facts, and they still come out with some. They can't back nothing up that they say. They can't back up nothing with any type of stat, video, clip, nothing. I hit them with stats, facts, all of that crap. Videos, all of that crap. They never have nothing to come back with. They just steady want to argue because you want to be right about something that you know nothing about. And if Luka's so fat and out of shape, get your ass on the court and go play with him right now and see how good you do. And if he's so fat and out of shape, why is he still dominating the league like he is? So, shoot. I'll take that fat and out of shape any day. 28, 8, and 8. What? Anyway, because we'll be here another hour if I start venting. So let me go. Make sure y'all follow Get the Tables, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
On Twitch, yeah, because I've been trying to be good. I made a positive video about Anthony Davis, the positives of Anthony Davis. So if you want to watch that to hear how, how I feel about how he can help the team, go watch that video. It's like 20 minutes long. You can skip to closer to the end for his positives. Now I'm not ranting, bro, because I have Tony on here all day, so I'm not doing that. I've already did my rant. And even at the beginning of that positive video, Anthony Davis, I go down Luka's stats and what he's done. And it's still, you make you shake your head, bro. Like, just what? The first 2 minutes, you be like, they really got rid of this guy. Anyway, it's like getting rid of LeBron in his prime for Kevin Garnett with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Like,
I hear you, man.
What? Miami Heat said, you know what? We don't want LeBron. Or Cleveland right before he went to Miami. We don't want LeBron. Here, we'll take KG. Like, it's just, anyway. Appreciate y'all joining. If you're on YouTube, hit the follow. I'm sorry, hit the like button. You can follow as well. I already did. This is a little rant. Greg, I'm done. Y'all trying to keep me here all night. I'm not doing that. Make sure you follow Get the Table. You see how they doing? Tony, they want me to keep going.
They're taking you on, yeah.
I've already did videos and rants. Go watch that. So DallasMavsUpdate.com, which I'm probably about to change that now. It's about to be a Dallas Wings website. I'm about to probably change the Mavs up website. Dallas Wings show me more consistent love than the Mavs anyway, as far as like credentials and stuff. So, anything you want to shout out before we get off?
No, always a pleasure.
I'm sorry. Thoughts on Jey Uso? Let's get that from you while you're here.
Obviously, I'm a Punk fan, so would pulling for Punk to win. But I don't mind Jey Uso winning. I totally understand why they had him win. He's white hot, man. How are you not going to go with the guy that is super over with the fans? And WrestleMania is all about moments. And the moment of Jey Uso winning the championship is going to be quite the scene. So I get why they did what they did.
Makes sense.
I just didn't understand the hate, man, because I was at the Saturday Night Main Event when Jey Uso lost to Gunther. And all I saw on Twitter was, oh, this, that, he should have won. They were so upset that he lost to Gunther in that match. But yet, they're giving him another opportunity to get that match and to redeem himself.
Right.
And everybody's pissed off. So I don't understand the discourse. I get it. Your favorite didn't win, so you're upset. WWE, when it comes to Royal Rumbles, they're in a win-lose situation. Actually, they're in a lose-lose situation because not everybody's going to be happy with who they have win. So, Cody was a little different situation last year because they wanted him to finish the story against Roman. So, everybody was kind of pulling for Cody to win. But, everybody had their favorites, John and then Roman or Punk, whoever you were pulling for. Whoever won that was going to be upset regardless.
Yeah.
Cena won. Oh, how dare they have John Cena win because he just came back, this, that, and the other. Right. So they were in a lose-lose. I mean, other than maybe Punk winning, people would have been okay with. But, again, they went with an unpredictable winner.
Yep.
He wasn't even in the top 10 odds of winning the Rumble. We went over it before the show started. He was not even in the top 10. And he won. You can't tell me anybody when he was the last two remaining that they had him eliminating John Cena.
Right.
So get over yourself. It is what it is. He's going to go on and face Gunther more than likely.
I don't think Gunther makes it to the WrestleMania as the champion.
I'd be shocked if he doesn't win. Doesn't make it to the Mania. I think the story with him and Gunther is there. Gunther is like not even taking this man serious. He's taking him as a joke. And he even brought up some of the stuff in his promo, what people are saying online. So I think the story is there. Just sucks Gunther's title reign has not been very great. So compared to his IC championship run. But it's all about moments, man. That's what WrestleMania is about. It's about moments. And it's about what will make the fans happy at the end of the night. and 60 plus thousand fans yeeting everywhere is what's going to end up happening. So we'll see if it actually main events.
Three matches you think are gonna happen for sure. So you got a pool of Jey Uso, Gunther, CM Punk, Rollins, Roman, a possible returning Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes. I think I said Cena already. Who else am I missing? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. You got about 10 guys that you got to figure out what's gonna be the best matchups. And who's going to be the main event? We got the Royal Rumble winner. What if Jay... I just don't think Gunther is going to make it. I feel like this run hasn't been good enough. I feel like something's going to happen.
His run has not been great. I mean, you got to think about when he'll defend the title again. He's probably not going to defend it at Elimination Chamber. He might.
I got a bad feeling about him making it as the champion. I feel like... I low-key feel like CM Punk is going to lose the Chamber and then tell Paul Heyman the favor that he wants is a one-on-one match with Gunther. He's going to beat Gunther.
Oh, it could. Nothing is impossible in the WWE at this point. Yeah, I didn't agree with Charlotte winning, but that was kind of crappy. But
I don't get the Charlotte hate. I'm sorry.
I mean, look, Charlotte's the GOAT. Like, I think she's one of the greatest in the ring right now. But I would have probably went somewhere else.
What bigger matchup right now did you have in the women's division, considering how they built up right now versus Charlotte versus Rhea? We already seen that, but they cook every time, so that's the least of the three.
I would have went with Bianca winning, and we get Belair and Rhea.
So what about Jade then?
I think Jade returns, and we find out that Naomi was the one that turned.
Okay, well, what about the women's tag titles?
Women tag titles, you'll probably either they lose them when Jade returns, or you could have had them face, which, like, rumors is Liv and Raquel. You have them face Liv and Raquel, and they lose, and Jade returns after the match, and you finally find out who turns. Now, if the bigger option for them is to find out that it was Belair, it was Bianca that did it to Jade, then sure, I'm okay with that. I'm a little bit worried about how the match will turn out, because Jade is still very green in the ring. But if their idea is to go that route, then I'm cool with it. But I would have rather have had Bianca and Rhea. That's, to me, a star power match right there.
And it's crazy that hasn't happened yet. So it can't happen without her winning the Rumble. That's what I'm saying.
True. I mean, she can be in the chamber and win as well.
Like Charlotte winning doesn't. It didn't affect me at all, because you got two other champions. And what if she does randomly decides to do what she did in 2020 and say, I'm gonna go after the NXT champion because you the hot thing going right now in this division, and it's Charlotte versus Julia. Think about what that'll do for Julia.
I mean, it would be definitely a high marquee match, and Julia would be on WrestleMania. I just think that's a big risk, because I would not have Julia lose. I would have her beat Charlotte.
That's fine.
To me, the match is Tiffany and Charlotte. They're very similar.
Exactly.
Look, the gimmick,
all of it.
Yeah, they're all kind of a similar. Kind of like, could be, if obviously Charlotte loses, of a kind of a passing of the torch type of deal.
If she faced Tiffany, she's not losing.
Tiffany. I'm just curious to see, like, if the route is Charlotte and Tiffany, what they have in store for Rhea.
Yeah, that has to be the route for, because there's no right now outside of Rhea, who's on Raw and she's champion for Raw. There's no bigger matchup for Tiffany right now, because Tiffany already fought Bianca, she's already fought Bayley, she's already fought Nia and all. So
the big time would be Charlotte. Now, probably Rhea will probably be either Becky, returning Becky Lynch,
oh my God, they gonna boo the hell out of Becky.
Becky, or I'd go Bianca.
When it comes to Rhea, it's either Becky, Bianca, or Jade.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they have in store. I mean, we got about 2 months left, a little bit over 2 months for this all to come into place. So it's gonna be interesting.
But yeah, well, what I was originally asking, pick 3 matches out of those 10 male superstars. What 3 matches are you putting together?
You know,
How would you?
obviously,
how
I
would
would
you book
rather. I would love to see Punk in a world title match, but at this point, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So to me, the Roman, Punk, and Rollins match, I think would do a great job at telling a story. I don't know how the match would play out, but the build-up would be great because there's a lot of history between the three, with of course Rollins and Punk just not liking each other.
Mm-hmm.
The Shield situation where Punk didn't want Roman in the Shield when they first got together. The relationship with him and Paul Heyman, that with Punk. So there's a lot of story that they can do with that, which I think would be great. I would be interesting to see how they do Punk and Paul if that match would to happen. So I guess that one I would do.
So triple threat, okay.
And I know we've seen the match happen at Mania before, and maybe they're not going to go this route. But Kevin and Sammy, I mean, they always have a great match, and the build up to their matches are always great. So I would be okay with that. I mean, I'm okay with pretty much every rumored match that we may see.
So what about
at
Randy
Mania. That's the question. Like, what do you do with Randy
and Cena?
Like, Cena, I think we're gonna get him and Cody. I think we get Cena and Cody at Mania. The thing with Randy is interesting. Like, what do you do with Randy Orton? Now, do you make it a triple threat? Do you pivot and have him go up against Randy and Kevin? I mean, you could do that. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see where Randy Orton comes into play. Because I don't know, man. I don't know how you insert him to anything.
I'm with you. I like to think outside the box and throw like major curveballs at people just to get them thinking. Like, it most likely it's not going to happen, but I do like to get people thinking. So I already predict that Gunther might not make it to WrestleMania as the champion. I feel like something's going to happen. A Punk cash in his favor after losing the Elimination Chamber, and he'll probably take out Gunther the next night on Raw. And then next thing you know, he's the champ. Jey Uso is going up against CM Punk. Cody, I feel like Randy comes back and actually turns on Cody. This is just me throwing stuff left field. Like I said, don't people in the chat don't come crazy for me. I'm just throwing some left field stuff out there so to make y'all think. Randy turns on Cody for whatever reason, because Randy's a snake. He's a viper. Now it's Randy and Cody versus each other in the on that side. Roman and Seth have to face each other one-on-one after everything that's happened from last WrestleMania to all of that. They have to face each other one-on-one. Roman doesn't have a one-on-one victory against Seth Rollins yet. Still. So Roman has to face Seth Rollins. Solo and Jacob are going to end up matched up together.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, as far as Cena, here's the major curveball, right? Because this man is pushing for this match hard. Joe Hendry has called out Cena so many times since Genesis. What if Cena loses the Elimination Chamber? Like, he's all low on hope, he's doubting himself. He's never going to win any type of championship again. Joe Hendry comes out. They got a partnership. You set up Cena versus Joe. Joe actually loses to Cena, and then Joe gets it back at Bound for Glory or something. You know how much that would help TNA?
I mean, it would help him out tremendously. Obviously, it's up to Cena if he wants to help them out that way. I mean, I'd be okay with it. Because obviously people know who Joe Hendry is. We saw the pop he got at the Rumble.
Right.
So they don't have to worry about him not getting a pop at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm okay with that match. And if you want to have Cena go over, that would be interesting to see what they would do, like with like TV tapings and how they would have Cena get involved in whatever have you.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think that would be absolutely crazy in TNA. I mean, imagine if they had John Cena do a TV taping for them or whatever have you.
I mean, because John is not done until December, so John has time to. And TNA does 2 weeks of TV taping in one setting. John can knock out 2 weeks and be.
Yeah, and he can win. And I mean,
So-
John can also win Money in the Bank. So I mean, he can
That
also
too.
win Money in the Bank, get the briefcase. So
Only thing about that is
Yeah, I
that kind
definitely
of
can see
defend.
that.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the 17-time WWE champion. That's the only thing about that. So
the only thing I would do if I'm WWE, I know we're going over, but I would contemplate having Punk do the favor and getting himself inserted into Cody and Cena. Make it a triple threat.
you know what? I just thought about that while you were talking. There is another match for Rhea. It's Jordan Grace.
Oh, I would love that match. I'd be okay with that as well.
And that's if they keep her at. She needs to be on the main roster. I'm sorry.
No, I agreed. I think I read that they're gonna start her off on NXT, which I'm okay with. Get her some matches with Julia and Stephanie, and get those matches out of the way, and then have her go to the main roster. Because I don't think they have anything for her on the main roster, or she would have debuted on the main roster. Kind of like with Jade. You know how Jade kind of just got skyrocketed to the main roster because obviously they had plans for her with Bianca and Naomi.
They both debuted at the Royal Rumble as far as being under contract.
Yeah, I get you on that, but like how Jade was kind of already thrown into the mix. Like
Yeah.
she was already they seemingly had a plan for her, that they were gonna have her at WrestleMania. Now, they could prove me wrong, but if they're gonna have her start on NXT, I think they're gonna slowly work her, and we'll see her after WrestleMania. She'll be kind of like the debuts, that we usually get on Raw or SmackDowns. I could see her making her main roster debut, like on a Raw or a SmackDown.
All right, one more thing if I let you go. Again, I'm just throwing stuff left field. You're an old school wrestling fan like I am, same generation, attitude era and all that. So we're used to one thing. But what if WWE decided to take that Monday off after WrestleMania so the wrestlers could actually? Because I hear a lot of wrestlers. I've been hearing a lot of them lately on different podcasts and all that. Talk about how they really don't get to enjoy WrestleMania weekend because it's so busy. Then when they done with the match, it's like they breathe for like 15 minutes and then it's back to Raw. And then it goes the same with the writers and yada yada. What if they decided to start, this will be their only off season. They take that Monday off. They do NXT because NXT does their own, thing Tuesday. Friday will be the major show after WrestleMania. And then all the debuts and all that stuff will start coming on Fridays now. That way they can all kind of take a little break, but not break too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't look, anything that helps them out, I'm okay with. They obviously, like you said, they don't get the pleasure of actually enjoying WrestleMania because obviously the media and
Right.
they're all involved in a match or so they're not able to kind of take it in. I don't disagree with you. Like if they wanted to do it if they wanted to give them a week off and we start a new year of WWE that following Monday,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean, you got to think about it. We get Monday, that Tuesday, that Friday, you get the Hall of Fame, you get that
Right.
Saturday, you get that Sunday. That's a shitload of wrestling that 1 week.
And then
I don't
for
think-
the people
I don't-
that still watch AEW and TNA, like
Yeah, that's a lot of wrestling. I mean, that's wrestling pretty much every night. So I'm okay with them being like, you know what? Let's give them the week off, and we start this new WWE year
yeah.
the following Monday. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just randomly thought about that. I'm like, that would be dope because I've heard in the last week and a half, I've heard Dolph Ziggler, Bully Ray, Bailey. Who else was it? It wasn't Roman. It was somebody else. I can't remember who the other person was, but they all pretty much said the same thing on different platforms. Like, because they were like, "How do you enjoy WrestleMania?" It's like, you really don't, like, because you're getting ready to go to the next city the next night. Like, you have a quick moment, and by the time y'all done with dinner and all that stuff, showering up, like, you're tired, and then you're in the next city. So I was like, man, that's kind of wild.
I'm totally okay with that. And,
so
it builds up the anticipation on who may show up and debut,
and make that Friday a super show.
Yeah, you can make it a super show. Yeah,
it's 3 hours. Make it a super show. So
yeah, why not? Why not? Anything to make SmackDown a little bit more entertaining at this point.
Yeah, they are. Oh man, they are. Man, yeah, we'll get into that another time. But thank y'all for watching. I know we end up going down a wrestling rabbit hole. Appreciate y'all sticking up in here on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button for me, please. It helps the stream go a long way.
Yeah.
Thank you for the comments on YouTube and Twitch. It helps the stream out. Make sure you follow Get the Tables. GETDATABLES. He just got dunked on. I'm sorry. I turned my head and saw Porzingis dunking on Gafford. But yeah, make sure y'all follow him. Twitch, Twitter, the whole wrestling community be killing it. Are you on like Blue Sky or anything like that?
I have a Blue Sky account, rarely use it.
Okay. So
I've been trying to dabble a little bit more into the TikTok. So
okay, yeah, TikTok it's man.
Trying. I mean, I just post like kind of like, what are your thoughts type of not like what those big time reactors do.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do all that stuff. I just kind of go out there and just like ask questions of people's thoughts and opinions on certain things. So
What you always do, because you always have good thoughts, just take some pictures from the website for whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I do, and
then,
I put a cap. Yeah,
just talk over those pictures, and
yep, that's what I've been doing. And I feel like the streamer reactors, like some of them I do follow and they're cool people and all.
Yeah, but they're not authentic.
I think they've kind of ruined watch-alongs in my opinion, because now all they care about is, well, most streamers. I don't know. I don't know Push. I think Push is authentic as can be, and others like
it wasn't no yelling in that way. It was
you
yelling,
and
but it
Dark
was
and all
Dark.
them.
Yeah.
So typical Dark. Yeah, you know how he gets. So like I feel like they've kind of ruined the way watch-alongs are because of WWE posting people on their shows.
Yep.
So now it's all about the reactions and how over the top you can be.
Yep.
And I'm not like that. Everyone's always like, you need to show more excitement or shock value. And like, I've been watching wrestling for half my life.
Right.
Nothing really shocks me anymore. The only thing that really like caught me off guard was the Punk return. Like that was I was literally shocked. I never thought I would ever see Punk return inside the WWE. That shocked me. Yeah. And then in Jey Uso, when Jey Uso won, I was shocked as well. But I'm not like standing up, ripping my shirt.
Yeah.
Throwing my chair around, doing that type of stuff. That just to me is showing me that you're not legit. You're not real. You're doing it for the 10 seconds of fame or whatever you get on WWE television. So
like that one guy that reacted to AJ Francis coming to reality wrestling, and then come to find out he was on some bullshit.
Sound like come to find out he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So I mean, that was crazy. And and people, all you saw in the comments was like, how much did they pay you to do this? And that sucks, man, because people now think that you're not authentic when you react like that, because they think they're under a paywall.
Yeah.
How much is WWE paying you to react like this, that, and the other?
And they're not like Con Man has been like that. Like those are his reactions. I gotta give it to him.
He's over the top. Yeah, like he's really enthused when it comes to stuff like that. But you can tell the people that are fake.
Yeah.
And,
I see
and
them.
it
Yep.
sucks. It sucks, man. Because like, look, I've been doing this for 5 to 6 years.
Mhm.
Never thought WWE would ever like acknowledge us streamers as watch along people that would ever be on television. I
Right.
think that's awesome. And if you've been on television for WWE, more power to you. That's awesome that they were able to see you and do that. But that just, to me, it's kind of killed everything now, because now everybody wants to do it just because they know that there's a slight chance
Yeah.
you might be able to get on television. So I just hope they don't forget about the small streamers that are like us and others that really push
Push
and
their
do
content
this.
a lot.
Yeah, they do this for not for the love of the money. I mean, money, subs and bits are awesome.
My community cheap. I don't even get them damn no more.
but we do it because we enjoy it. You
Right.
know, I mean, how often do we come in here and do these Thursday shows, talk sports, and we're getting thrown money at us? It's very rare.
not
We do
happening.
this because we enjoy talking wrestling or sports, and we do it because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's something that we enjoy. It's a hobby. So I just don't want people to take it to another extreme to where they're just doing this just to
They are.
make money or go big or celebrity. Not
Hopefully
everybody's gonna
blow up
make
on
it big.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I do TikToks. I just do like you do with the little picture in the background and ask them what they thoughts. I did it with Jey Uso and Charlotte and stuff like that. So get the tables on TikTok, same thing. So
Yeah. There you
you
go.
guys want to follow us. And again, thank you for always having me on the show. It's always fun talking sports, talking. I know we dabble into wrestling every now and then, but it's always fun to talk other things than wrestling all the
Yep.
time, because since that's what we do every week. So it's fun, and it sucks that football's coming to an end, but we still
Man.
got basketball. We still got
Maybe March Madness and all that.
March Madness. So
Yeah,
you may not see us as often as you did during the football season.
That's how it works every year.
Yeah, but
So-
just
You'll
make
see
sure
us
you
playoffs, big games.
hit the follow button for dope. Make sure you have that notification bell clicked as well, so when we do go live,
Mhm.
you'll get those notifications, so you can come and hang out and talk some sports with us and give dope a hard time when Lamar loses the MVP.
It ain't gonna bother me because, like I said, I know what it is, man. So I'm gonna be bothered by the Eagles if they win. Even though I would be so happy for Hurts, I would be happy for AJ Brown. I would be happy for Smith too, because I liked Alabama too. Even though they hold my Florida State team last year, but I still like Alabama overall. But the Alabama boys, I've always been a huge fan of Saquon, even though he's played for all rival teams, the Giants and Eagles. But I still that's one of my favorite running backs to watch. Period, from college
Yeah.
to now. So
Definitely
I would be
fun to
happy for
watch.
those guys, but just the Philadelphia, like the fan, hell nah, bro. I just can't be happy for 'em. I'm sorry, can't be
I
happy
hear
for
you,
'em. But yeah, we'll see what happened with the MVP. Like I said, it's most likely Josh, even though he don't deserve it. What else? Yeah, wrestling stuff in NBA when it's important, because NBA is every night. It's how you gonna just get over here and talk. Next time you
Yeah.
see us, we're doing a draft show. If you want to be involved in that draft show, you don't have to show yourself on on the camera, nothing like that. You can just join audio via whatever platform we're using, and you can draft for your team. I'm gonna draft for the Cowboys. Tony's gonna draft for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll probably do, depending on time, we either do 5 rounds or we'll do the whole 7. Because it goes by kind of fast with the computer just selecting, stuff like that. So
Yeah, I'm totally down. Just let me
well-
know when you want to do it.
we'll recap the Super Bowl. So if I got everything up and running next week, for sure it'll be next Thursday. So
All right. Yeah, sounds good, man.
till next time, appreciate y'all. He say, watch your mouth. Till next time, appreciate y'all, and we out, man. Be safe.
Okay.
Have a good one, Tony.
You too, man.
Oh, Tony, come back. We got breaking news. Oh my God, bro. As soon as he logged off, Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul are in the process of finalizing the deal for May 3rd. May 3rd. So let me tell you about Canelo real quick. Because it was set for Canelo to fight Bud Crawford. That was 3 days ago when they announced that. Yesterday, they canceled it and said, oh, Canelo's not doing the fight no more. The Bud fight is not happening no more. And then today, it was rumors about Canelo fighting Jake Paul. And sure enough, ESPN just broke news as Tony logged off that the deal is set for Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez May 3rd. This is what boxing is now. And to people that steady talk about Floyd Mayweather picked this and that, Floyd fought everybody, including Canelo and Pacquiao. De La Hoya, who he called De La Hoya out years before De La Hoya actually fought him. Same with Sugar Shane. But we're not talking all that right now. Don't say nothing about Mayweather if you're a Canelo fan. And I'm a Canelo fan. But come on, bruh. He won't fight Benavidez. He won't fight Bud Crawford, but he'll fight Jake Paul. I'm out. I'm out. Y'all have a good one. That's the breaking news to end the show. Yeah, I'm good. Jake Paul is fighting Canelo Alvarez. Jake Paul is fighting Canelo Alvarez.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.